Hey everyone, it's Britt Johnson, and I wanted to give a chance for you to actually talk with some of the people that I follow. One of the people I follow on Instagram is actually Hound Da God, and we've got him with us today.
Good morning, how you doing? Hound Da God from Ghetto Geeks.
And the reason I wanted to connect with you is because I feel like there's a lot of people who are on this conscious journey right now, and listening to your Instagram videos, you also are on that conscious journey with your music. So what kind of got you started with music as a whole?
Grew up on hip-hop mostly. What inspired me to do music, I think a lot of the artists I listened to growing up were conscious, or they just had songs with messages there, something like Nas's and Tupac's, and I just grew up on that kind of music.
As far as Tupac goes, his lyrics were very influential. His life as a whole was very influential. His participation as a young person with not just the Nation of Islam, but Black Panther Party and his family. People of color have had to go through a lot, and music has always been able to transcend what those people are going through, or what even now people are going through. So how do you kind of see yourself through your music being a part of that?
I just want to inspire people to be better at whatever they're pursuing. So a lot of the music I make is like empowering music. Kind of has a message where you have the tools already to do whatever you want to do in life. It's just the motivation, all the information, to carry it all the way out.
Absolutely.
And hopefully that's what I'll be a voice for.
And a lot of your music videos, they're actually outside. So your community is participating in these videos and supporting you. How incredible does that feel?
It feels good. I grew up in the historic Black neighborhood, Old Town, in Miami, Florida. A lot of times we did most of the videos in the community. And a lot of times we was able to get the community involved in it. And it's a lot of fun. I know kids be real happy about it.
Yeah.
A lot of the elders in the community sometimes pass by and tell us to keep doing what we're doing, and we like the messages, we like the representation, so we keep it going.
And I found you on Instagram because hashtags, I'm always looking for different hashtags, and again, this conscious awakening of a certain generation to really be a part of making more out of our lives and out of the future generations. One of the things I wanted to ask you was, how do you continue with what it is that you do? How do you continue staying as a positive performer, positive artist, as opposed to, artists that just want to turn up and just want to, be in the club. I got the drinks, I got the girls, I got the money, I'm about that life. How do you stay on that positive side of music and your lyrics?
I just write music based on like my reality or what I do, or what I would like to see happen. And I went through, I think, my fun phase or my clubbing phase, but even in that, doesn't encapsulate who I am.
Used to be a puppet like motherfuckers pedal every hood. Nation bring your G's to the table. Tonight we conquer world domination. Build gods, niggas, children of the ghetto that refuse to be a puppet like motherfuckers pedal every hood. Nation bring your G's to the table. Tonight we conquer world domination. Build gods. It was written in the stars of our emergence. The little ghetto geeks from the project, thriving out the hood where the government label us the insurgents and the police state the streets purge. So if you flunk a test on the block, it'd be great, and it's on the curve, and we ran around and count up on them hearses. America's nightmare since infants, juvenile delinquent, young black intelligent, no Given that we move like the villas in our project building, read the blueprint to black power by Amos Wilson. Organize, strategize, mobilize on a mission, elevate. Cause the hustle gotta grow with the mental. We are menace to society. The veils of risen the black gods. We don't follow religion, we follow facts, instincts, and our first intuition. Liberation of the movement, Bob Marley, but we're in the battle. Buffalo soldiers thought that we told you won't die. We multiply, you better ride with the rollers. In the cut, calculating and moving accordingly. With an attitude like Machiavelli in 93. Yo, what up, G's? Scar body perspective, we're killing our own kind. Is the definition of wankster. They pranksters, faking like gangsters. We all one nation. What up to my niggas? Children of the ghetto that refuse to be a puppet like my.
So I hope you all enjoyed that, and if you want to find out more, you want to let them know how they can get in touch with you.
Hound Da God on Instagram, Hound Da God on Twitter. All 3 albums are out now, available on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, and the new album Niggas is actually available for free on Audio Mac.
Audio Mac, that's a new one for me. Okay. I like that all of your music is actually purchasable, and that's one thing that if you guys know me from New England Jams, hashtag New England Jams, please find out more about that. You know that I get a chance to speak with Jimmy King and really talk about the business side of being an artist. So, you know, first and foremost, I think it's awesome that your music is purchasable, because as a people, we're so used to giving away for free, and we're so used to expecting that someone's not going to pay for our abilities and our talents, that we don't do that. And with your music being purchasable, that's one thing that will set you above the standard of other people. And congratulations for that, long story short. Now, there's something also on your Instagram that you tend to bring up a lot, and when we first got a chance to talk, I'd actually said to you, I think you should even start your own, potentially, TV show out in the Miami area. But there's an area that you always tend to talk about. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? Overtown. That's what it is. Overtown.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit more about why you're talking and why you're bringing that up through your social media?
Right now, Overtown is going through gentrification. Basically trying to move most of the residents out to make way for a soccer stadium. I'm hearing things about a condominium, and this is after people have established like historic landmarks in Overtown, and there's just a lot of stuff that hasn't been able to get done. There's money that's supposed to be allotted for the community, for people to start, businesses in the community, and we haven't been paying that money, and I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. But in worst case scenario, if we do lose the battle, wherever we go next, I think it's important that we do make the first steps to have our own businesses, make the steps to find out how to get these monies, this funding now, and have a plan in place so we can make sure that we're able to do that in the future.
Absolutely. And
yeah.
And there's a lot of communities of color that are actually going through this gentrification. And like you said, once people are established and the community is in proper looking for others to feel like, okay, that neighborhood is worth us living there, then all of a sudden they start pushing people out. And a community that once upon a time, was all over the news and people were afraid to go there, slowly you start having non-people of color moving into the neighborhood, feeling very comfortable, because we are, as a people, very inviting people anyway, as opposed to, Trayvon Martin's situation where he was in a community and someone who was not a police officer decided to follow him, stalk him, and eventually kill him. In our communities, those things don't happen. We tend to have more black on black crime than the opposite way. So gentrification is definitely something that a lot of us are kind of going through.
I think the only reason there's so much black on black crime, but the only reason they publicize it the most is because it's something that can be said where you never put it in context. They never put it out there there's a poverty-stricken community and they're not arguing over being black. They're not killing each other because they're black. They kill each other because they're poverty-stricken. And you live in a scenario where everybody is trying to survive, and you put these people in these desperate situations. If somebody happens to look like they have a little bit more or do things outside of the norm to be able to survive, you're going to see a lot more black on black crime because that's who lives in that community. Not necessarily because they don't like each other because of the color of their skin. And it happens in other communities too. It's just like no magnifying glass on it. It's a magnifying glass on it in our community, but people of other races kill each other every day over the same reason. It's just not it's not spoken about and it's not shown. So you have a perception like it's only in our community.
You're right. So getting back to you as an artist and most influential, this is my shout out to you, basically saying keep it going. We see you over here in Boston, and
Appreciate
it's
it.
influential.
You see you down here too.
So I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I know that I got to jump back into the studio, but I wanted to make sure that my audience got a chance to meet you as well. This media moment is brought to you by Hound Da God. Make sure you check him out on Instagram. And any shout outs that you want to give?
Yeah, shout out to Ghetto Geeks. Shout out to my community, the whole town, Miami, everybody. Thanks for the support. Shout out to you for having me on the show, giving me a platform to speak on. Really appreciate it. Peace.
All praises to the Most High. For every breath I breathe, every step I take, I see that we've been down from ignorance, stuck in the system that kills every soldier that speaks. From Malcolm to Martin to Tupac Shakur, and they win and they murdered Pimp C. Lil Snoop was the truth for the youth, so it told me apart when they said he deceased. What the f is the problem? Why the f are we jobless? How the f are we starving? It's 2014 and they murder our teens. Tell me why in the f we martyr? We should be martyred. Organizing the projects, stop being they targets. Keep flipping this paper, say they Versace money. Let's get us some power, this country be ours. But a taking, if you awaken, if each one just teach one, and just try to reach one, then we will be caking. We are the gods, you are the goddess. We are the science, they fuel us with hatred in lockers and cages, and then they get rich off the profit. The is you sleep, our kids gotta eat, and we live by the beat. And them scratch that we chasing this little rat race, ain't enough food to pick up my teeth, there will be no peace. To the pulse of the street, everybody trying to eat, and they gon' come to the point where the rich is the only thing left that the poor gotta eat. Mind state of G.